if Esmeralda isn't expecting aggression from coming in. And the Farsa will be the safest long distance engagement that Geek Fam has. So there's still a lot of merit here for these guys. And moving into the game, it's anybody's game. I'm still gonna be leaning towards EVOS here though.
Yeah, I will agree because really that Gushan pick, it's still 50-50 to me, man. There's so many things that could go wrong with the Gushan pickup. But again, fortune favors the bold, and if Geek Fam can ride this out, maybe they can catch EVOS off guard. So here we go. In mid, they throw out Arts first for the wave clear, while Rumple and Zorn go ahead and peek into the orange buff and let it go. I think they just feel that Arts needed a little bit of backup as Zorn gets a couple of stuns there on to JPL. Interestingly here, it's Rumple on the Baksha and Zorn on the Farsa. So they're showing a little bit of flexibility here. Zorn we're usually seeing as a great tank player now on that Farsa. Oh my god, Nomad, EVOS took both Lethal Wanderers. That's double Walkie Grass.
Double Walkie Grass and double the EXP and gold that they're going to be getting. It's not big, but it's still significant that they took those away. Gold and EXP is important in this game now more than ever, since it is going to be Potato and Ozoroveki trying to hit their early game power spikes.
You know what? Looking at it now, Ozoroveki, he wants to just... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I just noticed he was on a bounty hunter. Dominus, you're going to be seeing a lot of trouble, and he goes down in bottom. First blood, big three-man rotation. I was expecting it to be four. Usually we see four players committed to such a big move, but I guess they have other plans up top. Potato and JPL putting so much pressure on Arts. But look at this now. The fight continues down bottom. Oh,
yeah, Ozoroveki in a bad spot. Will not be able to BMI out of there, but Soul's gonna be forced back.
Gonna be enough.
It's gonna be enough. Barely makes it out unscathed. Even in the mid lane, Zorn will try to make it out of the game, but no birdies available here for Zorn.
And the EVOS here, just using the fundamentally more sound and safe lineup to apply pressure on essentially this fragile set of heroes that Geek Fam has fielded in this game one. So far, less than 3 minutes in, and we're already 2 kills ahead. And look at this, there's a fight in
Rumple.
Geek Fam's side of the jungle. Oh, Rumple popping the Rejuvenate, but they get hit with the Fatal Links. That's a 2 for none here for EVOS SG, and then Arrow hits Arts. Arts not gonna get away. That's a double, I believe, for JPL. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a 0-5 advantage for EVOS SG.
Yeah, already 3 minutes of the game, we're seeing a 2,000 gold advantage here, and that is all thanks to the fact that EVOS SG is, just like what you said, a fundamentally sound lineup, and they will be able to secure this turtle too without any problems. Soul, low on HP, almost gets taken out by Dominus though. Manages to make it out unscathed. Dominus.
He misses the execute. I see he clicked it, and then I guess it didn't finish off Soul.
Man, it's is it pressure?
I guess. I mean, this is Geek Fam we're talking about. We've seen them come back from worse situations, and so far, one turret taken up top, and Arts is just clogging up that hole in the Geek Fam ship as we speak. But yeah, it's going to be a tough life here for Ozoroveki, but some silver lining here, a little bit of a hope. He hasn't died, so it's not bad, but it's not good just yet.
And there's still signs of life here. Dominus needs to make sure that he can go for the proper assassinates. And speaking of assassinates, they're gonna try to go for Soul. There goes the Sword Spike. Sword Spike's not the full combo is not gonna be enough. But here comes the rest of EVOS to back him up. Goes for the Fatal Links, catches Dominus, and he's gonna be paying the price for that. Zorn and the others are gonna have to walk away here. JPL in the back lines will try to assassinate somebody there, but it's not gonna be successful. Zorn's gonna get taken out as well.
That's a 2 for none here. And the push continues. Rumple taking quite a bit of damage from Potato alone. That's Potato alone with an orange buff on him. And this carry is sitting at a 2-0-1. Under 5 minutes. You know what? It feels like we're at least approaching 10 with the way EVOS has been playing. And, oh, here we go. Nice jump in. JPL taking quite a bit of damage. Pokemon looking low as well. There's an arrow thrown out by JPL to stop the bleeding as Soul is going to disengage. Arts popping the Quadrant Inferno. And that's going to be a skirmish. Cancelled here. All right, Zorn wants more. Eon's recall cancelled. That's not a good bush to do it in, man. And he goes off. All right. So far, that could have gone so much worse for EVOS. So this the best that they could have done is to not have gotten killed. And they just go on and move to the next objective, which is the turtle. And wow, Potato taking it solo.
And Carry doesn't even need to join the team fight just yet. Potato will just have to focus on farming up. Speaking of farming up, Dominus is slowly being farmed here by EVOS SG, currently sitting at a 0-2-0, almost also getting caught there. JPL, Abyssal Arrow, and the aggression will not secure anybody. But yeah, Carry just needs to play it safe. Just keep farming, just keep pushing the turrets. This is how they're winning the game. They're just playing it fundamentally sound, just like how fundamentally sound their composition is.
And again, the gambit on the Dominus Gushon, man. It's such a coin flip, right? At this point, 7 minutes, you're supposed to see at least a couple of kills on the Gushon, right? As soon as he hits level 4, the Incandescence is supposed to at least confirm a kill or two. But, you know, Geek Fam here, they struggle to at least score 1, right? And they're down 7. So, with that being said, especially with the front line of EVOS SG, that is Eon, Soul, and Pokemon, I find it hard to be Dominus at this point.
Yeah, and what is Dominus at right now? He doesn't have his concentrated energy yet. He doesn't have a Calamity Reaper even just yet. He's not going to be much of an impact in the team fights. And as I say that, a team fight is breaking out. Nice Fatal Links. Connecting onto 2, but the damage output is not there just yet. Carry, Potato's going to be in the back lines. Rumple's going to melt. JPL going to dive in. Onto Dominus. Will be absorbing that turret aggro, but it doesn't matter. That is a 2-for-3 trade. A positive trade here by EVOS SG, as well as a turret going down. Potato should be able to take care of Zorn and Arts, but instead going to be playing it safe because the mid lane turret is going to be the next agenda here on their list.
It's 3 for 2, and oh my god, Pokemon just jumps on Zorn. What are you doing? Don't you dare pop the Feather Death Strike in my face. They turn it into a 2 for 4. Plus 2 turrets. Great conversion here by EVOS SG. Now they're up about 10,000 gold, if I'm not mistaken, just under maybe. And Dominus finishes off Soul down bottom. Okay, I think Soul stayed a little too long there, or I guess with the help of Ozoraveki. But key to that big trade was that they took down Ozoraveki. All right, Ozoraveki not having a good time already, could not farm up as well as the Potato. Being killed here, it's such a great factor to pin down Geek Fam even more in this 8-minute, 30-second game.
They're being pinned down on all fronts. They're stuck with their inhibitor turrets, and they need to find a way to push out. They need to contest the Lord, though. That's a very valuable objective, because any HPs being ticked down from the turrets would just mean disaster for them, because Potato can just really split push without any problems with what Potato currently has. Endless Battle, Windtalker, transitioning into a potentially gonna go for a Golden Staff and quite a few. Or actually, well, let's go back there. We'll get back there when we can, because EVOS SG is going to be sieging up this bottom lane turret. I'm gonna try to move forward to the mid lane.
They're just keeping the pressure up, 30 seconds away from Lord, and this is, I believe, the right decision to just stay in the lanes, take up what's left of their jungle, and oh, wait, JPL gets caught out by one charge. Aeon with the one-man Fatal Links, Potato finishing off Zorn, and Ozoraveki doing his best here, but Rumple is shredded down by Potato, and up next is gonna be Arts. That's a triple for the carry, and Dominus left alone with Ozoroveki, neither of which in great form to defend. And they're going to penetrate down bottom. That's a third down. Ozoroveki up next here. Oh, you see that? Just 2 shots from Potato is going to hurt that bad. Dominus bursted down here by Pokemon, and it's over just like that, Nomad. Game 1 goes to EVOS SG.
Man, it.
Veki and Rumpel are going to rip through the solid frontliners on EVOS SG. That's what I'm thinking.
They will, and we will find out if Geek Fam can bounce back in this. 1 game away is EVOS SG, and it's all or nothing here. The winner of which of this matchup will be going up against Bren Esports in the lower bracket finals. And that's going to be another match that we should be looking out for here in the Mytel International Championship.
Oh, yeah. Right. Whoever wins this is going to be moving up to face down the boys in black and yellow, Brenny Sports.
You know what it is. It's all action-packed here this entire day, and we're looking forward for some good Mobile Legends action as we move forward today. And as we move forward in the game, bit of scuffle for the purple buff. Abyssal Arrow is going to connect onto Aeon. Aeon manages to flicker out of there safely. Soul's going to be joining in the fray. Zorn is going to be joining as well. HP's low here for Geek Fam. They're overstaying their welcome. They're fighting everything for this Litho Wanderer. And it is going to be secured by Dominus. And that's EVOS committing a lot of bodies to that fight. Gets the arrow onto Aeon, and that's the first blood going to Ozoroveki as well.
And Pokemon up top just minding his own business. He's like, yep, I am just going to take this wave here and wait for Ozoroveki. Hello, throws out the glaives, jumps on him. Ozoroveki has to use the flicker here, burns it so that he does not get punished by Pokemon. And hold up. Did they take the orange buff? Did Arts take the orange buff? Oh, nope, Zorn got it. Oh, no, wait, that is Zorn.
Yeah, that's Zorn,
Zorn stole it! Oh, man.
Ooh, Geek Fam.
Potato's hungry. Ozoroveki, though, gets destroyed up top by Pokemon. Pop in the Kotarant and barely hurting underneath the turret.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 minutes with Ozoroveki without a flicker, right? So you can really take advantage of that information every time you want to try to go for a tower dive. And diving is going to be the name of the game here for EVOS SG. As I say that, Rumpel is going to be diving straight into 3 members here of EVOS SG. And slowly, the lead is climbing for the Singaporean squad.
Baksha is tough, but not that tough. Not especially this early on in the game. Zorn already committing the Tempest, I believe. Oh, no, he just jumped on.
Not yet.
Okay. Zorn is going to be hopping out. Don't fight this. Oh, Ozoroveki, though, gonna pop the last Insanity. Is it gonna be enough to take out JPL? He's got a shield. Aeon knocks him up, but Dominus from the sides finishes off Popol, and Koopa follows suit as well, of course. And that's going to be sort of evening out the way that they've been trading. But do note, EVOS SG is up 1,000 gold already. And there is the maximum charge and the ejector onto Soul, but they are going to disengage as Eon bounces out of there.
Turtle's going to be the objective, and nobody has priority over here.
What?
That's a fast top lane
Pokemon.
turret going down. Pokemon surviving this 2v1. Zorn barely alive. Last Insanity. Pokemon will not manage to make it out here, but JPL's going to be there to back him off. Gets the bite on, and that's going to be Ozoroveki paying the price for that as that's happening over at the mid lane. That is going to be a full trade. It is a 2-for-2 trade here over in the mid lane. Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? Again, Pokemon, what great game sense, game IQ, intuition, whatever you want to call it. He knows the limits of this hero. And I was expecting it to be on Soul, but Soul is on a different type of chunky hero. Kudos to Pokemon on that outplay. Nice work. EVOS SG here, still up. Now, 2,000 gold, and JPL is bullying Zorn. I don't know, man. As I said, one key to Geek Fam getting back into this is to put Zorn on a tank. But they seem to just have a different idea here. Zorn on the core, huh? So far, it's okay. It's not as bad. He hasn't died, so that's one thing. But yeah, it looks like they're gonna try to push mid here as Soul and Potato and Eon slowly and silently take out Turtle.
And this is going to be a huge buff going into the fight, and of course it's going to be Hayabusa securing the turtle buff. You will expect Hayabusa to start split pushing. That is how typically a Hayabusa is played.
Yep, and so far they don't need a split push because they are ahead here. One turret up top, and mid is soon to follow. So yeah, Dominus on the Selena. I don't see much work he's doing with the wards. He's putting it in like the turtle and then the Lord pits, but I'd rather see them scattered around inside the jungle.
Yeah, just like what we discussed earlier, it's crucial for Dominus to start putting in the wards in choke points where, sample here, just in this brush,
Inside, yes.
inside the brush, right next to the red buff, or here on the entry, that's automatically going to be real estate that they can at least secure. You know, kind of like a CCTV camera for your home.
Well, that is their home. That is their jungle. Now, Art's being caught out by Soul from behind. Look at this. 3-man rotation. They clear the wave. This is going to be the jump by Aeon. I believe they commit the shadow kill here. Art's going to go down. That's a kill for Potato, but JPL off camera. Taken out by Zorn. That's a trade, I believe, with no conversions whatsoever. Now, they're going to try to look for the revenge kill. Soul and Aeon here. In comes Soul. Just going to clear the wave.
Oh!
And now bottom. Wait, Eon jumped onto Zorn, and here comes Pokemon. He pops the Inferno. Down goes Dominus from behind Ozorveki with the flames, fighting fire with fire. That's 2v2 with Zorn, not in any shape really to fight. And there you go, the stakes pulling them in. Last Insanity popped in here by Ozorveki with the Tempest of Blades by Zorn, but Zorn's gonna go down. Soul here knocking him out, and Arts with the full combo takes out Soul. Potato finishing off Rumple, and they're gonna have to disengage as Ozorveki is the only one left, but he burned so good he still hurts as he re-engages his Piraga armor. Ian gonna go down here. JPL just silently, slowly but surely pushing, clearing the wave as Potato goes on work Turtle.
Man, I just gotta point out, I don't know if it's if it was intended, but when Zorn was here on this rock, and Aeon was in this brush where JPL is right now, he went for the revenge as soon as Zorn started to stop, and it caught him mid-air.
Yep.
I don't know if that
Yep.
was intended or anything. If it was intended, big brain for Aeon.
If he can just say it was, all right, it doesn't matter. It looked awesome. But look at this now. Soul getting caught out. Is he gonna get bursted down? No.
Nice
There
rage.
you go. Oh my God! Nice rage with the perfect revenge into the bush. I believe Ozorveki is gonna go down here. Yes, he does. He does have an immortality as he comes up. Last Insanity defense mechanism used to disengage here, but it looks like it's too late for Art. Soul takes him out. Dominus gonna be up next. And the flicker has been used. Is it going to be enough to survive? Throws out an arrow to stop the onslaught, but he jumps into his demise. Pokemon takes him out, all the while stealing that orange buff. It's going to be a 3 for none here for EVOS SG. And so far, Nomad, this odd lineup on both teams, it's only paying off for EVOS SG.
Man, I just want to say that the moment that, Selena was going to go in for the garrote, right? Pokemon immediately jumped in towards the jungle where most of his teammates are, so that if ever Dominus manages to survive, he won't be able to survive at all because his teammates are going to be surrounding him. He's not in lane. And as I say that, Arts is going to be low on HP. They're going to be backing off. This mid lane turret is going to go down. This top lane turret is going to be sieged up as well.
Oh man, Geek Fam is getting choked out of their own jungle, and it looks like Zorn here is the one who's gonna be relegated to split push duties. And again, if you're in a losing position, this is the best you got. But look at this now, JPL biting down onto Zorn. Zorn jumping off into the midst like a thief in the night, jumping from wall to wall. Potato, can he throw the shurikens to stop the recall? Now Zorn moving on to the purple buff. Then, can Potato do it? Oh, he misses. Just a split second too short. And Zorn gets away with his life, running away with that turret takedown bottom. So far, it's all but over. All right, it's all but over. Geek Fam can still turn this around, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. This Lord here, it's gonna be uncontested. this is going to be the first one for Evos SG.
Man, this is not looking good. Let's have a look at the items here real quick. And Queen's Wings on that thumbs. Queen's Wings on that thumbs. Zero Uranus is also tanky as all hell. We're gonna see a Blade of Despair on that thumbs. A Blade of Despair on this Hayabusa soon.
Oh man, Pokemon got that sad sword. He is just swimming in it. All right, all that time he spent in top lane, just pushing and getting kills, stealing small camps. It's paying off. That's why he got the Raptor Machete. Man, not only can he sustain damage, but he can also hit like a truck. So I'm looking forward to what Pokemon does here. But also Veggie with the last insanity, the defense of a lifetime as they siege down the turret in mid. The penetrate happened. Rumpel going to be knocked up. There you go. Rumpel pops the Puissance, but it's not going to be enough in the face of Pokemon. He wants to be the very best. No one ever was. And the next target is going to be this turret up top and even down bottom as Soul just takes a few cheap shots. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the cusp of an elimination. Dominance taken out by JPL. Ozdeneveki with the last insanity. It could be the last he ever casts in the Mytel International Championships. Zorn jumping from wall to wall. Ozdeneveki gonna be the last one surviving here, I believe, if Zorn drops. But no, there you go. I'm right. It's Ozdeneveki left, and they're gonna focus down on the base. No man, could this be an elimination?
It could be.
It's away. That's gonna be Geek Fam saying goodbye to their hopes of ever fighting for the grand finals in Series 1 of 2020 in the playoffs.
This Claude in the backlines, if ever if ever Lusty, EJ won't be able to protect him properly.
All right. Well, with that being said, I think I'll have to agree. And again, Evos SG here coming in hot. They're feeling it. And Brenny Sports, they're going from 0 to 100 if they want to sweep Evos. So that's a tall order here. But ladies and gentlemen, this is game 1 in a best of 3. So lower bracket finals. The game after this, though, it's the series after this is going to be the grand finals here. So do stay with us. And let's see the action unfold.
And share the stream as well. Show your love. If you're from Singapore and you support Evos PH, go ahead and share the stream to your friends. And if you're from the Philippines and you support Brent Esports, share the stream. Show some love in the chat. Let the teams know that they have your support. And speaking
here
of
we
support,
go.
a bit of a supporting role here for Brent Esports as they push forward into the Evos lineup here to the Evos side of the line. There goes the Abyssal Arrow onto Soul. Soul's going to be forced to flicker out. Rebo's going to be chasing him out. That is going to be the first blood. Fire missiles are going to be enough to take him out. EJ takes down JPL. Potato joining in the fray. A quick succession of kills. It is a 1-for-4 trade. Immediately not looking good for Evos SG.
Yep, and Potato here can't even fight for his own buff. Am I right? Yeah, Potato couldn't touch it.
Oh,
so there you go. Cortese with the early blazing duet gets a kill. That's a 5-1. That's a core-on-core violence. Nomad, and the shutdown occurs on Potato after getting a kill earlier. Early start here for Brenny Sports. Not even 2 minutes in. Wow.
We're here for a slobber knocker.
Or a sprint. If these two teams are going at it this early, this fast, it could be a sprint.
It could be, yeah. And we have to take in consideration, though, that the grand finals is going to be played in a best of 5 series. And Evos PH, as much as possible, would not want to go into a 3-game series against Brent Esports because they want to make sure that their stamina is all on point. And speaking of stamina being all on point, Carl Teasy and the Glorious Pathway being popped in. It's all about making sure that they finish the game as fast as they can. And with EJ being there, the Glorious Pathway will make sure that Carl Teasy would be able to chase down anyone as fast as he can.
Just as much as it is a defense tool or used for sustain, it can be used very, very well as an initiate and as a way to deal damage, if you will. But again, you're requiring some level of follow-through. But that's of no shortage in Brenny Sports. Again, Carl Teasy here. I'm glad to see our players here back mostly in what role they're used to playing. Because yesterday we saw Brenny Sports play around with their roles, which could be a factor to seeing them get swept. But here, this is mostly sticking to four. But look at this now. Fight near the turtle den. There is the last insanity already being committed here by Rebo from the side. That's a 2 for none. And the Glorious Pathway as well. Lusty still having a little bit of that Inferno with a 3-0. Now making it a 4-0. And Soul is just like a lost soul in the middle, just clearing the waves. Like, all right, I guess I'm not going to join the fight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna farm up. That's what I'm gonna do. And it's an 11-1 score line. Already half the gold is what Bren has in their pockets. This is not looking like a good game for EVOS PH, especially in the early game. If anything, EVOS SG can bounce back in the late game as soon as we reach the 12-13 minute mark, if ever we're gonna reach it.
Given that it's a Hayabusa on Cartese's soft clawed, that could be a factor, but I'm still not counting out how strong of a start Brenny Sports has now. 11-1, Nomad. 11-1. 7,000 gold ahead in just 4 minutes, 30 seconds in.
And EJ will, I think he's just waiting for the Glorious Pathway to be available before they start diving in. Aeon looking to get the last Insanity. Not going to happen. Not the last Insanity. The Fatal Links. It is going to happen, but to their detrimental downfall. Early immortality by Rebo, too.
Yeah, pulling in the pain. All right, it's like they asked for it. Like,
oh
please,
my god!
Oh! Pokemon follows through. Cartese gonna rain down the damage onto this turret. Oh, he comes in! I guess he has max stacks! Down goes JPL! There's gonna be Eon and Potato just barely surviving. They don't want any of this. Nomad, what's going on?
Bren wants to finish this as fast as they can, and they can possibly do that. This all happened because of that first 5-man fight that should not have happened for EVOS. They committed a lot of bodies onto the Little Wanderer, and it just costed them this mid-game for them. All turrets are down 5 minutes into the game.
Ooh. No penetration though, just yet. No penetration just yet. So at least there's some breathing room for EVOS SG. But look at this now. There's another deadly blazing duet here by Cartese. Not taking anyone out. Hot guard just coming in time. Cartese might bite the dust here. Soul shuts him down. That's a lot of gold going over to the side of EVOS SG. Now Pokemon wants to pick another fight with JPL inside of him. There you go, the Glorious Pathway laid down by EJ. They're still in this. Lusty goes down here. JPL gets the finishing touch, but Lusty finishes off Potato and Soul together. Now, that was a 2 for 3, actually. Brenny Sports still winning that trade in the end.
Oh my god, Bren Esports. Oh my god, Cartese. He has 6 kills and he has Bounty Hunter on. He's got a lot of cash in the pockets, my guy. 6,000 to be exact. Twice that of Soul. And Hayabusa is nowhere near twice of that.
Oof.
And
all right.
Cartese just wants more and more, man.
More and more. Oh, man. This is going to be a quick match if they don't do anything here to stop the TT, all right, the tower termination, because that's what's next up top, as Rebo is just going to continue to take the small camp and then finish up by taking down the turret. And
I just gotta say, signals have to be sent here for EVOS SG. They need to make sure that they don't dive in the fights just like UA and just, you know, mess everything up. They need to start cheering up for themselves.
Oh man, Lusty, look at that, taking down the turret. Pressure's crashing down through all waves, all lanes here for Bren Esports and Cartese. 6-1 and 8, gonna take down this turtle all by himself, just in time before Lord manages to count down for his spawn. Now look at this, Potato caught out here by Rebo, jumped on by Lusty, and he gets the finishing touch, popping the Inferno. No, actually, he did not have to pop the Inferno. That was his passive triggering right there with the flames around him. Man, this Tams on Lusty, I'm liking it so far. Me likey, because we don't really see Lusty with a hero like this. We usually see him as a tank or as a support, as shown yesterday. Sometimes a mage with Farsa here and there, but his performance here as the Tams, just like Pokemon in the
Oh, format!
Nice for links!
Oh, but the damage
out! No! It is what they paid for! And JPL gonna get away. No, don't finish the job here. I think it's a GG Nomad. 8 minutes in. Under 9 for sure. They're going to finish this. Brenny Sports is gonna take game 1, and they're just gonna have some insurance as they wait for the minion wave to crash in and take mid, and it's over. What a performance!
That was. I mean, oh my god, my.
To be fair, it was nothing fancy. It was really just a solid lineup. They got a Selena, nice tank that's able to go back and forth.
Be knocked up and disabled for a couple of seconds, more than enough time for Esmeralda to shred down Ling.
All right, so I guess it's the catch to the catch. It's the counter to the anti-funnel. It's the anti-funnel
It's
funnel.
the
I don't know.
anti-funnel, anti-funnel strat.
We'll see. But again, this is great innovation from EVOS SG. Credit where credit is due. If this lineup does work, then we're bound to see a game 3. But look at this down bottom. Lusty gonna be taken out so early. No way he's gonna get away from this. Soul takes down the Tams on Lusty. That's first blood for EVOS SG. Off to a good start already.
Getting the early first blood onto this Cho would be impactful. Cho does need to at least get a Blade of Despair in order for him to start going. Little Wonder is going to be secured by Bren Esports. A couple of bodies being committed here onto EJ. EJ managed to survive. Carl Teasy jumping on to Pokemon. Pokemon's going to be managed to make it out alive. Potato does have the combo available. Gets Carl Teasy. Soul flickers in for the Jeet Kundo onto Carl Teasy. And that's going to be EJ getting knocked up as well. Rebo, next one in line, is going to fall down. And that is a 4-0 trade in favor of EVOS.
Okay, I can appreciate now what EVOS is drafting here. I didn't see it this way, but the angle seems to be,
Oh!
we don't even need items, we just need our kit, and it's gonna work out. So far, it's going that way. 5-0 currently, ahead by about 3,000, or 2,000 and change here, is EVOS SG. And Nomad, they don't even need the penalty zone. The body of Smith and the amount of damage that Terizla is dealing, that seems to be their ticket to game 3.
That is what I am going to be pointing out and be looking forward to, though. Potato needs to make sure that in a big team fight later on, a penalty zone would be on point. Not a moment too late, especially with Carl Teasy just looming over the horizon here, all across the map. Nice flicker onto the Fatal Links. And the Wave the Dragon as well onto Few, just to ensure that he will not be able to go to his teammates. There goes the Tempest of Blaze, and Carl Teasy finally gets a score on the board here. JPL going to try to dish out a couple of damage there on the side of Bren, but they are going to be backing off.
And here we go. Carl Teasy getting chased down by JPL Pokemon and Eon. Eon looking for a target. He does not have Fatal Link, so it's just a threat.
Oh, Potato, penalty zone not connecting.
Penalty zone from behind! He gets knocked up with a wild charge! Potato, though, surviving with the help of body of Smith, and he's still in it. EJ's actually hesitant to fight back, but there you go. The pull onto Eon by Few knocks out the Atlas. That's another for Brenny Sports at the cost of no lives. So that's at least good. But Carl Teasy gonna get knocked out by Soul. Oh my god, the full combo gets him. But off cam, well, almost. Potato gets knocked out finally, and there's a kill. One more for Brenny Sports, but they're still way behind.
Starting to, I mean, the Filipino teams are fearing the Ling on Carl Teasy, but EVOS SG, they don't give a damn. They will just allow this Carl Teasy to keep moving forward. And even if they pick up the Ling, they have proper answers. Esmeralda has a lot of shield, so the Tempest of Blades will not really be that much of a factor. Potato will be available at any time to just soak up all the damage that Cartesi wants to deliver, and the penalty zone will be the primary catch for these guys as well.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it looks like this is no funnel at all. I mean, that's not funny, but it's no funnel at all because you have damage from Soul, you have damage from Potato, and you have damage from Pokemon, and JPL is no slouch either. So I think this is the anti-meta strategy that we've been looking for. And there's the pull onto Soul. Soul, though, fighting back with the way of the dragon and the flicker out of 3 members of Bren Esports, and he survives while Potato up top. There's not much Rebo can do. Finishes off the first turret of the game. Oh, what an interesting attack on the meta. This is out of nowhere, but wait. Oh,
Speaking
the
of
flicker
out of nowhere,
plus the RKO, if you will, the Fatal Links taking out Cartesi.
man, it is 10-3, 4 minutes into the game. This is almost the same score line that Brent Esports was during game number 1 against EVOS. And it's not working well for them. Lusty's going to be diving in, going to be popping out the corner. It's not going to be that much of a factor, though. He's going to be pushed way behind enemy lines, going to be taken out.
The way that Bren responded to that, though, if he dies, he dies. They were just elsewhere on the map, and maybe Lusty could have fought back, but I guess that's an opportunity they cannot afford. So they'll find what they can on the map elsewhere and make sure that Cartesi can farm. But again, at 1-4-0, man, it's really tough to be a Ling at this point in the game.
Man, it's let's have a look at the wallets of these guys. Cartesi's relatively not that far behind, but he's still behind. It's not that big of a lead, and still completely possible for Cartesi to bounce back. And as I say that, Cartesi manages to barely escape. Okay, he manages to escape now, and he doesn't want any of that. He needs to back off here. No point in turning back. He is gonna try to turn back. Good thing that EVOS is getting disengaged.
He'll weave in and out. He does not want to go home. That's quite a bit of time shed off of his jungling time, his farm. But I think JPL got hit with a pull. Yeah, few committed the divine judgment there, but off cam it was Pokemon just taking the turtle. Oh man, what a turnaround, and how poetic is that? Game 1, Bren Esports stomps EVOS, and in game 2, it's EVOS who's actually driving, if you will. They took this game by the reins with such an unorthodox lineup, but I like it.
It's not as sound, but it is working. That's the only thing that's going on here for EVOS SG, and that's why I like this lineup. It's built specifically in order for Link to not be able to go in for the big team fights, and even then, there have been a couple of questionable plays here for Bren Esports, and there goes the wild charge, attempting to knock 5 people out all at the same time. Cauterant's not going to be enough for Lusty to survive. That nice Guardian's Barrier allows Rebo to take down Soul in the back lines, but that has to be a complete disengage. I think the win condition here for Bren Esports is for Cartesi to create a lot of space for his team. What I mean by that is he needs to start pushing, just like what he is doing in the top lane. Being the mobile hero that he is in Mobile Legends Bang Bang, he can do so without any problems, and it has to always be Potato or Pokemon responding to what Cartesi is going to do in the split pushes.
Here's an interesting thought. Oh wait, hold up. JPL getting caught out by few. Divine Judgment. Cartesi committing the Tempest of Blades. That's what I was gonna bring up actually. Oh wait, hold up. Fatal Links onto Cartesi. He is gonna blink away. Run up to the wall. Actually, Finch Boys. There you go. Full combo down onto Lusty. Not gonna survive despite popping the Inferno. And yeah, 1-for-1 here. JPL for Lusty. I was gonna say, what if they start just trying to take down JPL more often, more actively, right? They try to take down the arguably most fragile member of EVOS SG and take their farm from that. That might be a good direction here for Bren Esports.
What I gotta say though is that Bren Esports can fight, but not as a 5-man unit. They cannot stand a full 5v5 fight. Pickoffs, just like what you said on JPL, might work wonders for them. But they should not be the ones getting picked off. They should not be the ones initiating the fight. They should be counter-engaging. As soon as they counter-engage, just get one pick off, back off, go for the reset, and go for another fight. That's how I see Brent Esports should be doing the team fights.
Yeah, conversions, think about them later. Big ticket team fights, think about them later. Few just get picked off here by Pokemon with a single falling star moon and just being chased down with a bite. Oh, this is difficult for Brenny Sports. I can imagine wherein they're not even safe in their own jungle. So, game 1 for Brenny Sports, at least they ended quickly. But for this, it's a surgical dissection here by EVOS SG.
Such a surgical yeah, EVOS SG, they are the surgeon generals here, taking command of the game and making sure that all moves are in their favor. They're under the operating room with a scalpel in their hands, and they're just making fine surgical incisions into the lineup of Brent Esports. As I say that, though, a 1-for-1 trade. JPL is gonna pay the price for that penalty zone being forced, and that's the penalty zone all on cooldown. Not an opening for Brent Esports. It is a 1-for-2 trade in their favor, but it's not working well for them. But as I say that, Pokemon's in a tight spot, gets knocked up by the wild charge, and Aeon immediately goes for the backup. And
nope, he got the trigger on the Fatal Links. He just used it up. So yeah, the kills that Brenny Sports can score though at this point in the game will not exactly convert immediately. At least it's some space, and it's some way to even out what early game EVOS SG has built for themselves. And so far, I'm giving this maybe a 30-70. All right, 30-70 is still respectable. It's still possible, but actually very generous, given that the mistake has to come from EVOS SG as they pick off Rebo really easily down bottom. EJ, not much he could have done as they stare down Lord. But look at this Pokemon really low already, but that's Few and Cartesi committing so much to even just doing that much damage to Pokemon, and Few pays the price. Not a single casualty on EVOS SG, by the way.
Not a single one. And the money now is Cartesi is scaling really well. He is at the same board as Potato and Pokemon. But the problem there is that he is the only one on the same page as Potato and Pokemon. Rebo is slowly catching up. He's going to be a problem soon enough. But we're not going to be seeing any... We're not really going to be expecting a lot of big team fights here coming from Brent Esports. They will almost always lose the team fights.
Lusty pop there in the middle of this big fight. But now Pokemon gets shut down. That's a lot of gold going over to the side of Brenny Sports. Eon gonna follow suit, and the Lord is actually helping out in this big 5v5 fight. And Cartesi gets to steal the Lord. They took it, actually turning it into a 2v3, and JPL gonna run for his life. Cartesi has a great bite on him as well with that orange buff, and it became a 2-for-4 Nomad, plus this orange buff steal, plus the Lord take, plus a push by Rebo. What's going on? This is actually Soul running for his life now. He cannot even secure their own purple.
Man, I just got proven wrong there. They can go for the team fights, but I can say that the factor there was that they were fighting inside the Lord Pit. Fighting inside the Lord Pit means that you will get knocked up. You will get swung on by the Lord, and that just adds another level, another layer of damage that Brent Esports is sort of lacking. And there's really nothing that EVOS SG could have done there. If EVOS SG decided to just stick with the Lord and try to take him out, there is a big chance that Brent Esports could have stolen it. And the team fight that happened thereon, it's just went to Brent Esports' way. Couldn't have fought it any other way.
Yep. If you try to describe how the team fight went, you just say Brenny Sports, they just went, man. It just happened, and Lord helped out. And now here we go. The siege on top has begun, from having no turrets to themselves to now threatening mid and top. What a swing here by Brenny Sports. Fatal Links now on Few, he gets knocked out by Pokemon. Penalty zone already being committed as well. There's the Tempest of Blades. Potato at less than half health. Now EJ wants to get out of here despite having immortality. You cannot just surrender yourself like that. And they get a pick off on Few. Few is such a martyr in this game, man. Few is such a martyr, but his Divine Judgment is just so valuable.
Oh man, it's he shouldn't be giving himself away that easily though. He is a crucial member, a crucial catch here on the side of Bren Esports. So there's that.
If we're wondering who the prime target is for this Divine Judgment, who do you think it would be, Nomad?
A lot of choices. It has to be Pokemon or JPL. That's for one. Or if Soul is gonna go for the Jeet Kundo combos, don't give him any chance to go for the Wave the Dragon, because that's gonna be an opening for him to kick Carl TZ in towards the side of EVOS SG.
Yeah,
That's not
okay.
something that you want to happen. And that is another beautiful 3-man Fatal Links. Penalty zone's not available because he's not there just yet. Gets a penalty zone onto Lussie, just onto Lussie. But Lussie is slowly being tanky here, and Few not being the one to falter. Takes down Aeon. Potato probably going to be next in line. He is not going to be as tanky as he wants to, and Bren Esports is winning this fight.
Wow. EJ just knowing exactly when to stay, when to go, and Lusty tanking it all, using Tam's passive and Continent Inferno to just the most that he could. But now up next, Pokemon, gets caught up top. It's a 0 for 3, and I think the penetration that Bren has been looking for is going to happen here. What a turnaround. Nomad, they've been losing for the most of the early and the mid game, but the late game seems to belong to them. This is going to be mid, pierced through by the spear or the sword of Carl TZ, and up next is going to be the top lane with Few keeping the pressure up down bottom. Oh my god, it seems like the team fights that last long with weird outcomes or with a weird order of ults seem to benefit Bren Esports, and they know exactly just that as they continue the siege onto EVOS SG's base.
Nice
Eon, gonna be popped up here. Immortality, he has it. He gets the hell out of here. Potato already used penalty zone, and he seems to still be fighting. Oh, there's a Fatal Links onto EJ. Down goes EJ. Immortality still popped up. He's fine. Pokemon knocking down Lusty, and they need to get out of here. That's gonna be a 1 for 1. Soul for Lusty, but they lost 2 turrets in the process. And just like that, Bren Esports back in the driver's seat.
Man, this is Alright, so we're kind of seeing how Bren Esports wants to fight. They want to go for the prolonged team fights where it's not the entire EVOS SG lineup that's available for them. It's the moment that EVOS SG clumps up together as a team and waiting and ready for a fight, that is when Bren Esports will lose. If they're gonna go for the siege and just take down the top lane turret, and there are no minion waves in their favor, they need to reset. They need to back off, wait for an opportunity to pick off 1 or 2 members from EVOS SG, because really, that just goes to show that the defense in the base, EVOS SG can still fight as a team. They are relying on Aeon and Potato so much to catch members here from the side of Bren.
Yeah, and can I play devil's advocate for a bit? Maybe, just maybe, we're at the point where Bren can actually start picking up 5v5s because of Lusty. I saw how amazing the Cotton Inferno could be in the face of 5 enemies, but now look at this. Kaltizi picking a fight here with Soul. Now the fight has come to Kaltizi, and Aeon shuts him down with the full combo, the Dragon's Way. Now the penalty zone has been committed here by Potato, and looking really low is Aeon. He wants to get out of here. Nice block by EJ, but it might be too little too late as JPL is also caught in the crossfire. Down goes EJ now, still no casualties on the side of EVOS SG. Is this a turnaround of the turnaround? Pokemon takes down Lusty, and JPL feeling the wrath of Few and Rebo from the backlines. The originals from the El Clasico from the Philippine MPL scene. Soul taken out here by Fuse Kaja, and that's a 1 for 3. but it opens up the Lord take for Pokemon and Ian. Not unless Few has something to say.
Few hurts though.
Yeah.
He's hurting. He's hurting.
Oh,
Aeon Aeon's gonna be forced back here. That's gonna be the falling star moon committed as well, and he hurts
easy.
Pokemon. It doesn't matter. Few and Rebo, they're dishing out a lot of damage. Carlton is gonna be diving in.
Look at Cartesi. Oh, nope, he's just gonna finish the job. This is good target prioritization, but Potato, though, he has something to say.
Oh, penalty zone. It's gonna be secured by Carlton. Gets a knockup last minute, though, by the Lord. No follow-throughs here by Evos. Oh my god, my guy.
What a messy team fight that spans respawns after respawns across two different fronts with members who died first and then they came back for another round. This is ridiculous. This anybody's game still, Nomad. But must note here, almost 20 minutes in, Brainy Sports is actually up by about 8,000 gold.
That just happened with this swing earlier in that team fight near the purple buff. That's how Brent Esports was able to turn things around.
Oh.
And now the defense is now have to be mounted up by Evos SG. Lord slowly going in. That's a 3-man penalty zone and a fatal links, but the HPs are still relatively healthy here for Brent Esports. Evos SG HPs are all dropping dangerously low. Called easy, takes down Soul. Over in near the Lord, they're doing what they can to take him down, but I think this is it. This is going to be it, and Brent Esports might just go ahead and go to the finals and face off against Sun Sparks.
Evos SG, they owned the early and the mid game here. It was such an unorthodox. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt here. But yeah, Sun Sparks, this is actually pretty safe. It's going to be Greed on the Natalia and, of course, Kilowash on the Tams. Hoping he doesn't lose his sights anymore. Cross fingers that his sights don't run out anytime in this game one.
Just like yesterday, yeah. Well, we're going to be expecting a pseudo-safe playstyle here. It's a Lusty EJ applying pressure in the mid lane, okay. And then it's going to be relegated to Lusty later on. As soon as he moves down to the top lane, they just need to secure the Litho Wanderer here.
Alright. No aggressive moves here by neither team. They're securing their own sides of the map.
Here we go.
EJ gonna disengage. He doesn't want this.
Yep, the spectator bug onto Atlas AZ here once again, ladies and gentlemen. So for now, we will be apologizing for that.
Ooh, kill.
Kill almost
Yeah.
falls down.
I think this is going to be the early game that Brenny Sports has invested in. They tasted it earlier against Evos SG, but yeah, here we go. Few with his life flashing right before his very eyes. He is going to survive with that hop out, but KLVJ gonna taste first blood here. Rebo draws it, and yeah, not much Greed could do here. Dangerous for you to even face off against a level 2 and level 4 X-Borg and Kimmy this early on.
Oh, maximum charge, way off mark. Top lane though, Kilowash and JP gonna be seeing this crab go away from this Terizla.
Strong start for Brenny Sports, although they could not get quite the gold lead just yet. 2 minutes in, no significant steals. But look at this now in mid. EJ going up against Raflesia. There's not much that Raflesia could do, really, as a Baksha. You're only really stopping the tankiness of the Terizla. That's it. You're just stopping him from regenerating even further. But look at this Rebo. The bottom caught out by Raflesia with the jump. JP finishing him off. That's a 1-for-1 as we stand. Taking out that side laner, and the other end, taking out KLVJ. They're both side laners. I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge factor if Kimmy falls down and JP falls down. Those are the main points of damage here for both of these teams, and they're gonna try to do whatever they can to survive.
Oh.
A bit of a
Oh, they're gonna fight over this Little Wanderer as Carltizi secures it with a maximum charge. Actually, wait, who took it? Somebody else took it, but I'm pretty sure it went to Bren.
It was Carl Teasy. It was Carl Teasy.
All right, well, no walkie grass on him, but here we go. Greed gonna threaten the steal. Rebo commits the last insanity.
Oh
Looking
my
really
God.
loose. Greed knocks him out. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Rafleisha popping the Poissons, making sure EJ with the fatal links does not regenerate as well as he should.
Oh,
And
HP's low.
Rafleisha survive here. Oh wow! So chunky is this Rafleisha on the Baksha. That's a 3-for-1 currently as Few and Cartesi go down. There you go. We were talking about it earlier, Nomad. Once the cores start dropping, that's when the music starts to play for your squad, and Sunsparks here able to score out a early lead now, about 2,000 with 3 minutes in.
Again, we would like to ask for your patience. There is a bug onto Atlas for some reason where it automatically switches to EJ. It's doing what we should be fine, but you know, we just hope that EJ would be in all the big team fights so that we can see good last in fatal links. I mean, and that's another kill off camera. That I'm so sorry, guys.
That's fine. It's JP onto Rebo. I'm pretty sure Rebo sacrificed himself to clear to maintain their waves and protect that turret. Really could have been destroyed by Greed. But now in mid, Lusty facing off against Rafleisha and JP. JP needs to dash out of there, and he gets it. Safe is our core for that. And there you go. I think that's what Rebo was trying to stop, that turret take from down bottom.
Yeah. And that just opens up the bottom lane jungle for the side of Brent Esports and allows them to have a good time in terms of Natalia being able to roam around freely. And speaking of roaming around freely, that is what Greed is trying to do.
Ooh, kill, making the waves crash up top. Again, it's down to Rebo. It seems to be his job to clear minion waves, and I don't think I'd give it to anyone else. Maybe save for Cartesi. Rebo's X-Borg is just really built to defend. But now, Greed, watching out from the back, could not go for the German cut. He does not want to commit that kind of information. But they're going to get the turret anyways now. Turtle, 3 seconds away. I think Cartesi has good presence here. They can start it up. But JP has all the buffs in the world.
Yeah, they can start it off. Kimmy needs this. Kimmy needs a turtle buff in order for them to start melting down the turrets.
Here we go. Less than half is the turtle. Who's going to commit first? Their ults are still on. Oh, nice take here by JP.
Nice. Fatal links there. On to 3. Nice penalty zone. This is what I've been talking about. On to the last insanity. HPs, though, are low on the side of Brent Esports. That was a good catch. That was a good follow-through. But it's just so sad that the damage output is still not enough. They're still going to be relying on Carl Teasy here to dish out the damage.
Yep. Oh, wow. Sneaky arrow there by Few, almost point blank, just enough to stun Greed to take down the Natalia. So it ended up becoming a 2-for-2, essentially, just an extended 2-for-2. And Cartesi gonna convert here into this turret relatively with impunity. Now, Rafleisha missing the jump, and they are going to disengage. So far, this Baksha is doing all right. I mean, I don't really feel Lusty's Body of Smith as much, because of the mark of Baksha. So that is a solid pickup. And again, Baksha or Atlas, those were the only real tanks remaining in this draft for Sunsparks. I think Rafleisha fits the Baksha role better. Because again, Atlas, it's so fair, and Rafleisha likes catching people off guard.
And speaking of catch, Natalia Greed trying to look for a catch for himself. We're going to be surrounded by 4 people and be forced to back off and wait for another opportunity to fight.
All right, this is good for EJ and Few to never really let go of Cartesi. They just need to watch out because Kimmy is so fragile. Not having Purify, but having a Flicker. It's lethal, sure, you can chase people or you could back off, fade away shots, but yeah, it's you need your supports on you, essentially.
and supports. It's something that's lacking here on the side of Carl Tizzy. Yeah, he has a lot of defensive outputs from the team, but it's still going to be the fact that Carl Tizzy is almost always going to be left alone because the rest of the Brent Esports roster is going to have to engage, going to have to go for the team fights, and that is as soon as the team fight breaks, that is Greed's cue to dive in and try to take down Carl Tizzy, which is really not working well here for not going to be working well for Brent Esports in the long run.
Yeah, and let's talk about Lusty here on that Isla. It's neutral, it's 50-50. But may I say, I'm so impressed at how versatile Lusty is as a player. All right, MVP, I'll name it right now in the Mytel International Championships. Most versatile player would be Lusty. He played a variety of hero types and roles. But look at this Rebo now, dueled in by KLVJ. But down bottom, the real fight is going to be happening here as Lusty is eliminated by Greed. The Poissons popped by Reflecia, stopping the tankiness of Lusty. And I think KLVJ is going to finish the job here. Trying to catch Rebo with a falling Star Moon, despite the last Insanity, raining down the real damage on to KLVJ. The true damage, that is. Oh! Okay, he dashed out just in time to miss the Abyssal Arrow. KLVJ, man, he likes to live on the edge.
Oh, man.
That was mighty close.
Mighty close indeed, and that's Feud going down as well. Greed in the tails of Carl Tizzy here. Nice. Nice fatal links onto a penalty zone there. Managed to take down Kilowatt. Reflecia, though, still being as stanky as he is. On the backside, there goes the assassination onto EJ as well by Greed. Traded out quickly by Carl Tizzy.
2 for 2, but they are going to score that turret, and I think that really was the goal this whole time. Calamity Reaper now onto Few, and Carl Tizzy picking up that Winter Truncheon. That's necessary. I really do think that Winter Truncheon is going to be key here for his survival. But yeah, this is pretty good numbers for Kimmy. That again, you mentioned earlier, Nomad is lacking in support. They can actually leave him be for a little bit because of that Winter Truncheon. Now, if you're gonna bite down onto KLVJ, Carl Tizzy puts in the finishing touch with a maximum charge. I'm pretty sure you had to let go earlier to reach that, but yeah, they get the shutdown onto KLVJ. Previously 3, 1, and 4, now taken out.
Man, Lord is going to be a crucial objective. And they need to make sure that they have priority over the Lord. Brent Esports, they don't have any lanes pushed towards the side of Sunsparks for now, aside from the top lane. That's still going to be easily defended. So they need to get Lord priority as fast as possible. And that is an Abyssal Arrow connection onto Greed. And Greed... Ooh. Is he? He is?
Oh, Greed is playing with fire. Greed is playing with fire, literally with fire. He's trapped.
Greed is good. He's gonna go for. Oh, I thought he was gonna try to go for.
He's gonna go for the turret. Oh, Lusty gets the finishing touch. I swear he could have really just gone and died to a turret, but again,
nice arrow
there.
Nice.
Here we go. Poisson's gonna help with it, but he is gonna be taking out JP. That is with the fatal links. Up next might be EJ, but EJ gonna flicker out. Reflecia, are you next? Lusty though. He's still surviving. Immortality on him. He is going to be a little more confident with this fight. And Reflecia is going to go down here. Finished off by a few. Maximum charge taking out Carl Tizzy once more. And that's a 4 for none. Nomad. Kilowatt, the only survivor left. He can't fight this. He can't contest this, Lord. This is a big win for Brent Esports. The turnaround has begun.
HPs are low, though, for Brent Esports. Kilowatt is going to try it. He should be able to do it.
Yeah, he does.
He's going to be there. The Abyssal Arrow does connect.
He has caught on the Inferno. Waiting for it. Oh, he couldn't. Was too much to ask. Greed, though. Is this a cleanup crew we need? Oh, Lusty. Knocks out Kilowatt. Greed, just not too greedy. This is smart. Get out of there, Baloy.
Hoy, this is Baloy. Greed is not really performing good on this Natalia for some reason.
He's doing his job, but his job is very difficult.
That's true. One of the hardest working man in this game.
Yep, and again, that's redefining what hard work is. Usually, we say that when someone's pushing lanes, clearing waves, but here he's just really keeping tabs on the members of Brenny Sports.
He's slowly making sure that the lanes are being pushed up. Do see a reaction there onto Rebo, going to respond to him there. Reflecia low on HP, Lord pushing in.
Oh,
This tier 2 turret's gonna go down. 2 turrets go down in quick succession. The Lord is still relatively healthy, all things considered. And it's finally gonna get taken care of. They're still looking
Greed
for greed.
again.
They're still looking for greed.
Again behind enemy lines. It's his favorite thing to do. Oh, KillVJ and Kilowash gonna want to jump onto Cartesia. Reflecia gonna go for the hop. He gets the stun, but there's no follow through. Reflecia is the only one there. From behind though, JP takes out Few. El Capitan has been eliminated. Cartesia gonna be taken out by Greed. Oh, I think Greed is doing it. That's really good. But EJ has caught onto him. Rebo with the last insanity taking down the life bars of Bren Esports. There's the revitalized JP taken out by Lusty, and the falling star moon by KLVJ here. It's not enough. EJ very chunky as well. Rebo raining down the flames. He has his Firaga armor once more, but we're waiting for last insanity. EJ a little bit left. Oh, they're gonna focus on the turret. Smart target prioritization here. KLVJ though just clearing up a cut from behind. And that's fine, but they do lose top turret.
They lose top turret, and look at this swing. There was relatively a lead there by Bren Esports in the gold department and in the experience department, but this is Sunsparks just trying to make sure that they get the win conditions. They are getting the win conditions here. Reed is slowly becoming I should say the itch at their back that they can't reach.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing a good job. Even though he's not assassinating as much, he's able to provide a lot of information better than how Few is playing this Selena. The traps are just in their jungle. It's not the aggressive traps, so that they can get a heads up on where the Sunsparks lineup is. And just having this Natalia being able to just roam around freely and provide the information for your team is something to look forward to as we move forward into the game, as we reach the 16-minute mark.
Yeah. That last team fight was last team fight maybe a couple minutes ago was theirs, and that was the beginning of the turnaround, but they need to follow through. If they don't, they're gonna lose their grip on this matchup. And Sunspark still is dominant on the map. They still own it, and now I think this is a team fight, and they cannot deny this no longer. There you go, the Poisons popped in by Reflecia. Phantom assassination here by Greed. I'm sorry, Phantom execution by Lancelot. There you go, penalty zone here from the PZ to the MC as Carl TZ is still alive, but KLBJ gonna assassinate the Atlas. Lusty still alive? Oh wait, can KLBJ dance their way to victory? Oh, he's taking too much damage. This is very difficult to watch. Yeah, the turn is here. Kilowatt gonna throw out the sights. This is just a two-man coalition. Reflecia is way back in base, and they need to disengage. So far, that was a win for Sunsparks, I'd like to think, because they kept the pressure on. Their minion waves were still crashing down, and it's still a majority red. So yeah, that won for them despite losing Greed and JP.
And Rebo gonna face check this in a duel. Firaga armor is not gonna be available, but KillVJ needs to back off. Reflecia is gonna be responding quite shortly. Goes for the falling star moon to not his demise. He takes down Rebo with him as Few takes him out.
I guess that was the next best thing, a trade. Because KLVJ had no business winning a 1v3. But by taking out Rebo, he evened the odds. Now Greed, getting caught by a trap, but at least not by the arrow, and he's gonna get the hell out of dodge. Now, JP, finding the right timing, he only has orange buff, he does not have purple, to take Lord. That is going to be the second Lord of the game. First one going to Brenny Sports.
And that's a Luminous Lord too, so whoever takes this will at least ensure a turret going down in mid lane, or top lane for that matter, for Sunsparks.
Alright. Again, Reflecia, you're playing footsies with EJ. And the fact that JP is not taking his purple, he's gonna give it to Kiel. Just makes me worried. I guess Kiel needs it more, and Kiel is a pretty good source of damage at this point already. Sitting at 544, JP at 646.
And he's already locked items, so he can dish out damage. That's how this entire game's gonna work.
You're
And
right.
I mentioned on the side of Brent Esports, they're solely going to rely on Carl TZ for the bulk of the damage. For Sunsparks, they have a lot going on with them. The only thing that Brent has is a lot of catches.
Alright, Cartesi now investing in potions. What is this? Kill VJ going up against Few. Oh, Few looking low. Few cannot engage. Nice distraction play. Kiel taking him out. Cartesi being tried here by Raflesia and Kiel. What's the Lord situation like? But Raflesia taking some damage from Carl. Oh my god. EJ, can he stop JP? No, they're gonna change targets here. They're gonna turn. Oh, great knock with impunity. EJ now being stopped in his tracks by Raflesia with the Poissons already, so EJ cannot regenerate as well. And just like that, Nomad, Lord has been secured by JP.
Ooh, nice dash out there last second before the penalty zone actually hit. Brent Esports kind of in a back foot here in this fight as the Lord will begin to march towards the top side.
Huh. So this is Greed just joining Lord. Oh no, there you go. Yep, they're clearing the wave so that Lord has a free march in. And down bottom as well, Kilowash keeping the pressure up. Windtalker now on the Tams. Yeah, that's still quite a bit of physical damage that he needs to stop.
Yeah, but it's still going to be the siege though. By Sunspark, they need to start this initial siege. JP got caught by the trap.
They're looking for Fatal Links, a solid Fatal Links on EJ.
Oh, a Dominance Ice being picked up too by Lusty would be good. The slows for days are coming. There goes the Fatal Links. And no follow-throughs there. For the rest of this Brent Esports lineup, Immortality is going to get popped. There goes the penalty zone, albeit too late. It's still going to be two members down here on the side of Brent Esports, but that is going to be a trade onto Kiel VJ. They're going to start pushing in towards the top side as Lusty and Greed are in a bit of a pickle. They're a bit of a duel. 9 times out of 10, the Terizla is going to be winning against the Natalia.
Oscar Fuffle is what they call it in the streets. But despite that, it was still a good trade for Sunsparks. Kiel VJ for Few, EJ, and a turret. But again, they were with Lord, so it could have been so much better for Sunsparks. But again, that's just a testament to how well Brainy Sports is defending this siege. Still, though, they are on their back foot, Nomad. It's a 3-man defense. And this third down bottom, look at this. How well Kilowash has been working it. I give this turret maybe 2 or 3 seconds with a wave and a single hero before it falls.
I'd say 2 seconds, map tops. If they ignore the fact that Kilowash is here in bottom lane. Speaking of which, Sunsparks, they're going to be zoning out the bottom lane here as much as they can. Raflesia's going to get caught by 2 members. And you know how Sunsparks won the MPL championship? It was with Greed on that Natalia trying to go for the split push. But he's going to get taken down though.
Ooh, yep. The poetic moment snuffed out here by Brent Esports. Now look at bottom. That's a duel amongst fighters, Kilowash and Lusty. Oh, wow, off cam. Raflesia being taken out by Cartesi and EJ gonna pay the price. JP finishes the job, but that's a 2-for-1 still. Brent Esports ahead here. Kill VJ might be up next. Oh, gets hit by the maximum charge. Not gonna get hit by the 1-2 of the arrow though. JP still waiting. He can burst down possibly Carl, but I don't think Carl is gonna be so careless to let that happen.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Carl that can be almost one-shotted by JP. It's only him. What happened there? Oh yeah, it's only him, but there are still a lot of options here for Brent Esports to bounce back. One of them is to try to catch Greed first. Greed is, as I said before, is the itch at their backs that they cannot reach and is annoying. That is how Greed is playing this game. And Greed has been positioning himself near the top lane turret. A throwback to Season 5 finals, wherein he just went for the split push, which could potentially happen, especially considering that the Bren Esports lineup here is a lineup that can always engage in a big 5-man team fight. They can't go separate from the pack.
Yeah. Nomad, this is slowly turning into a battle of attrition. We're going into an extra long game here slowly. 24 minutes in already. I would not be surprised if this goes into the 30-minute mark unless someone makes a huge mistake, because these two teams, they seem to be at deadlock. Nobody wants to really give up any lives, any unnecessary kills. Now Kaltizi being hunted down by Raflisha, pops the Poissons to make sure that his dive is going to be fruitful. But wait, look! Raflisha's doing quite a good job here. Dodging the arrow. Now Greed gonna come up. Can he finish the job? Yes, he can! Oh, wait! Oh, he gets it in, Raflisha, with the finishing touch. Lord here taken by Kaltizi. EJ, his immortality popped already. Lusty gonna go down here with an immortality of his own. Falling Star Moon, maybe a split second too soon, but they get the kill nonetheless. Now it's up to Few, Rebo, and EJ to defend against the 5-man squad of Sunsparks, plus the Lord once more, keeping the pressure on top lane. Lord here has a job to finish, all right? He started it off by taking down the turret about 5 minutes ago. Now they want to go for the W. Rebo with the last insanity used to clear the minion waves and push back JP and the gang, but it looks like he needs to back off here. Does not want to pop his immortality just yet. Now, Nomad, the penetrate has happened in mid. EJ threatening the Fatal Links. Is he going to get it? He's actually silenced in the middle of Greed's smoke. Now Raflisha with the Poissons, stopping all regeneration. Well, a large chunk of it. Now Kaltiz is back! Oh, but it's over!
That's Sunspark securing a 1-0 victory against this not laptop lineup as we move into game number 2. It has been a long day, and ladies and gentlemen, it's all or nothing.
It's a side lane Baksha.
As it should be.
That seems like such a fragile side lane. Like there's not much the Baksha can do on his own.
Against an Esmeralda too. Or is it just to alleviate the pressure? I think it's just to alleviate the pressure.
Yeah,
a push
he's gonna rotate very fast away from there. So this is JP securing his own purple. Oh, but Few? Nope, gonna throw out the sights to no avail. Okay. Was also gonna wonder. He's winning early. Oh, Few gets drawn first blood by JP. That's a good start for our carry.
I guess that was the Abyssal Arrow connecting on to Few. But this Kilowash is bullying Rebo. Or if we're gonna put it into Filipino terminologies, he's making a kid out of Rebo.
He is parenting Rebo, if you will.
Yes. We can't translate that directly, my guy. There's no way.
But essentially, the Mark of Baksha doing so much work. Kaltizi with the maximum charge, almost getting JP. But the stun from the double tanks. And there is the bouncing ball to make sure Kaltizi stays put despite having the orange buff. He gets taken out by the tag team of Raflisha and Kilowash. There's a second kill for Sunsparks onto Rebo with this third onto Lusty. I think not, as Koopa is called in by Lusty to protect him. That's the best they could ask for. Could have been a triple there. Could have been a triple.
Man, it is it's a good start by Sunsparks, securing 3 early kills, and the kills are followed to where they matter. Greed and JP. KLVJ not able to secure a kill, but that's all right. He's got Magic Shop, so he should be able to get his items relatively fast, as long as he doesn't die.
Yep, Mystery Shop 10% off of everything. Literally, 10% off of everything. It's like a loyalty program. Oh, but there you go. Ejector onto Kilowash. He pops the Poisons, making sure that EJ cannot regenerate and he himself will survive. Kill VJ.
Fuel.
Welcoming Feud to the Death Bush. Greed missing the arrow. And I think Feud's gonna be fine. Unless they...
Oh, they're taking distance.
They dive through the wall. EJ threatening the ejector once more. There's another stun and a trap. Kill VJ throws out the dagger. And the spike is not committed to. Refleja's here though, but there's only so much he can do. Arrow hitting nothing but air.
Nothing but air. That's a good recall animation there.
Yeah, I was noticing what was that exactly. I haven't seen that skill. But yeah, it's just a recall. Oh wait, look, Kill VJ wants to finish the job. He was short. The execute did not finish it. EJ's here with the ejector. Full combo. Smart missile's gonna finish off the king. And there's not much Refleja could do.
And while that is happening, Carlteasy is going to be the hot target here by Greed. Kilowash gets a stun of Carlteasy, but Rebo's going to be there to back him up. Abyssal Arrow way out of mark. Flying a straight line, but it's just not in range. And he finally takes down Carlteasy.
Ooh, the garrot. Rebo dodging that arrow ever so sexily. What a smooth escape here by Rebo. And JP wasn't even in any of these fights, by the way. Up top, down bottom, nothing. He was just too busy farming. And I think that's the right call. Just make sure that you're getting your items and then fight what fights matter. And I think we're going to be seeing that happen around the 6-minute mark.
Mm-hmm. And JP's just, yeah, you guys fight. I'll join you guys later. It's kind of like how your friend is when you guys want to go out for a good night, and then your friend's like, yeah, I'm there. I'll be there soon. And
Yeah,
speaking
but
of being there soon, that's the full commit by Kilowash and Greek to secure the kill. And another kill over at the top side, though. The mid lane, I mean. They trade out JP for EJ, which I think is a good trade, all things considered, for Bren. They do secure another kill onto Kilowash.
Okay, I would like to say that it might not have been a good trade, Nomad. Despite Kilowash, let's not even take Kilowash into consideration here. JP is their core. So if you stop the carry from farming, I think EJ will take that trade like a dozen more times this game. That was a good take for Brenny Sports. But with that being said, they are still down about 1,000 gold, 3 kills as well. And yeah, the map still could be anyone's game. No turrets pushed just yet. And
Feud's gonna be in a duel here for with KLVJ. Oh, he's going for the turn, and he's gonna pay the price. There goes the unstoppable. And there goes the rage as well from EJ. Manages to survive for longer than he should. KLVJ. That's still going to be a 2-for-1.
Yeah, Kiel was looking for the execute. He pops it, and I think that's what finally finished Few. But he stayed maybe a second too long. And now in mid, it's JP and Kilowash. Maximum charge from up top. Carlteasy gonna let his presence be known. Lusty gonna pray for his good friend Koopa to come back. And there you go. Who let the dogs out? Who? JP getting ejected up. Falling Star Moon here by Rebo. The Poisons by Kilowash. Gonna even the odds. And down goes the dog once more. And it's gonna be a while till Lusty gets his trusted friend.
Abyssal Arrow is going to be finding his mark onto a few, but no follow-throughs here. And they should not be following through with that. As KLVJ and the others try to secure objectives here, because that is what they need to get the edge economically. Brent Esports finally tying up the economy meter here. Gets a stun onto Refleja and the eject as well. Nice flicker out. There goes the Unstoppable Force. Nice rage onto the turret. But unfortunately, it will still cost him his life. Greed, almost low on HP. JP looking for ways to fight. Koopa is the next target. The Abyssal Arrow connects onto EJ. Not going to be following through there.
Wow, Kilowash barely surviving. Oh, but they are going to lose the turtle. Can they contest though? That's going to be Gush. That's going to be Kill VJ and Greed. But Greed going to fall low. And okay, he survived. Down bottom though. Oh no, that's JP once more falling! And will Lusty survive? Oh, KLVJ gonna make sure he doesn't. Carlteasy though will get away. Alright. Carl is sitting at a 3-2-1 while JP is sitting at a 1-2-2. Can KLVJ burst
Full
down?
combo.
Kimmy, yes, he can. Up next is gonna be Few, but he pops the Cottered Inferno. Not a good target. And here comes Kilowash. Poison's gonna stop the regeneration here. Gets the mark of Basha on him. Greed, he needs you, my friend. Throw out the arrow. Cyclone Eye in. Can he get the Garat to finish the job?
No, he
Arrow
cannot.
first.
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Ooh, no. Kilowash taken out by EJ from the back.
Oh, nice flicker to the backlines, almost.
Too much swag, man. Too much swag. I think he was just waiting for Kilowash, for a few to have jumped into the back for the escape and then tried to catch him. But, man, he was just thinking way too far ahead.
As a chess master does, sometimes thinking way too far ahead might just cost you the game. But this might cost Lusty his own death, his own demise.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
No rages. Rage got canceled there. And it's Brent Esports leading. Despite the fact that they are lacking in kills, they are ahead in terms of turret pushes. Ahead in economy as well by 1,000.
Yep. And this no tank lineup is currently paying off. I mean, besides the front lines of Sunsparks, that is the Kufra and the Baksha, really, you just want to get in there and burst down Greed, burst down Kiel, burst down JP, and it's working out. That's what EJ has been doing so far. Going in with the Unstoppable Force, Ejector, full combo, smart missiles. Man, what could the Gushan do? What could the carry do? What could a Selena do? Nothing. All right? So really, there's so much pressure onto Rafleisha and Kilowash right now to protect their teammates. But real big team fight gonna happen here. JP bursted down, but gonna survive. Rebo has the bite on him, but it is going to be a 2 for none so far, and there is no redemption for Sunsparks. As 4 fall for none, Kilowash left here just holding his 2 shields, wondering what went wrong.
Man, this is just Carlteasy being on top of the game. They're going to be able to take down Kilowash, no problem. This turret is going to fall down as well. Greed is going to be up, Kill VJ and JP as well. They are too soft to go up against Carlteasy here. They're going to try whatever they can to defend this, but this is going to be another turret going down. Nice connection with the Abyssal Arrow. No follow-throughs, as it should be. I feel like they shouldn't have committed a lot of bodies there into the turtle pit. They could have just given away that turtle and would have a fighting chance defending the mid lane inhibitor turret. That could have been the call there for Sunsparks, but they had to commit 2-3 people into trying to steal the turtle away from Carlteasy.
Oh, down goes Kiel after a solid toss-up by EJ. That's another death that possibly they could not have afforded. But some solace here for Sunsparks. Their tops and bottoms are pushing, kind of. But yeah, that turret in mid, it's not going to regenerate. That's something you cannot ever take back. And now Brand Esports is in quite the established lead now. 12-16, up about 7,000 gold. This is going to be quite a predicament, especially for KLVJ. They aren't going into fights wherein the Gushan is going to shine, really. They need to fight in these small corridors.
They need to. That's a Luminous Lord spawning into the battlefield. Oh, that's a level 1 Lord, spawning into the battlefield. And they need to take that. Sunsparks needs to contest this, but I don't think they have anything to go with them in order to contest this. EJ doing a good job zoning everybody out. It just takes Carlteasy and Few a couple of seconds to take them out on their own.
That was easy. It was free. But look at this. Lusty picks up possibly the rarest mask in Mobile Legends, and it's the Awe mask. So I'm excited to see how this works. I mean, it might just look like a Koopa bite, but essentially it's another level of CC, because when you activate the Awe mask, whenever your allies hit a target after you've targeted someone, it results in a little bit of extra damage and a stun, so that might prove very useful here against Sunsparks.
And this is Lord quickly falling down by the hands of JP. There is still the win condition that they have onto JP being the primary damage dealer, but as I say that, that's Rebo going down. EJ next in line here. Kilowatt diving into the back lines. Carl Teasy manages to dash out of there, and he's going to be paying the price. He is immobilized. There's nothing he can do with that Popol and Koopa. And Raflesia is going to be forced back. The maximum charge almost takes him out. Top lane is being defended by KLVJ, but here comes a big rotation by Bren Esports. They are going to be backing off. They are going to be disengaging, looking for another opportunity to re-enter this base, and they are doing just that. They're going to try to clear the minion waves. There goes the stun onto Raflesia. The bite from Koopa is something that they need to watch. KLVJ low on HP. He needs to manage to survive here. Koopa on his own is able to chip down the HP of KLVJ, and this might be a game number 3 being forced out. The Rage is being committed to go towards the base. There goes the shutdown onto Carl Teasy. Opening here by Sunsparks. They're still pushing through, but there is still a man advantage here by Bren Esports. Rebo's going to be joining the fight. There goes the Falling Star Moon in the back line, taking down JP, and I don't think this is going to be good for Bren Esports to stay much longer. But just a slither of health here. A sliver.
Oh no. This is another situation for Greed where he should have just walked into the turret. But again, it's fine. Sunsparks manages to live another minute on this battlefield in game 2. It really could have ended right there. As you look at the base, it just has what? A little bit over half health. But yeah, I think the key here was the shutdown on Carl Teasy. If Carl Teasy was allowed to, go around roughshod, it could have been over. But look at this now. Kilowatt popping the ult, stopping few, countering the Cotorant Inferno effectively. And I think this is a fight they cannot afford to take. And they are going to have to regroup, all right? Reset and see where they can find the comeback. Still, they are just one turret in. One turret for Sunsparks. That's miserable. But wait, they catch EJ. Is it enough? Yes, it is. KLVJ does not even need to pop the execute. And Few taking out Greed. Here we go. They need to get the poisons. Oh, from the backlines, JP takes out Few. JP still alive here. Kilowatt. He does have the immortality. That's the Rage. Missed out upon by Raflesia. Doesn't hit anyone. There's the jump by Rebo. Raflesia actually steals an orange buff. Interesting. Where did that come from?
Here? Maybe?
Oh, so it was their own. Okay, I guess. Better that it's on our tank than the opponent's core. But yeah, that was interesting. I just noticed.
I guess they were trying to prevent the steal from happening. But again, Sunspark's still pretty much in the game. Looking at the pockets here, Carry is stacked. Locked items here for Carry. Reason why she was able to secure 2 kills. And they just need to keep doing that. They just need to make sure that JP is safe at all times. And speaking of safe, Carl Teasy is not safe. 1 HP in a dream, but the kiting mechanics here by Kimmy being able to dish out a lot of DPS is going to be more than enough. There goes the ejection onto Raflesia, not in a position to protect JP. JP's going to be just going to be working on this little Wanderer just to get that little bit of a gold advantage, trying to deny a bit more. On the side, Bren Esports and this Luminous Force is going to be the primary damage here. JP in the bad spot. Rebo almost drops down to half HP, and he is still dropping down. KLVJ takes him out. Few in the back lines. Raflesia is trying to buy time here. Kilowatt looking for an opportunity. They need to target down Carl Teasy, though. They need to back out.
Yeah. Carl Teasy has such free reign. But look at KLVJ. What's Kill doing? Is he waiting for someone? All right. Hello.
Oh, he's gonna
Goodbye.
pay the price. He's gonna pay.
Okay, that was such interesting behavior from KLVJ. That's questionable, but I mean, I don't know. Was he waiting? Not a single sword spike to dash out. He was just really waiting, and he walked out of the bush. But nonetheless, that is going to be bad news for Sunsparks because that Gushen, despite its spotty 866 record, still a solid source of damage. And it's going to be JP dueling with Lusty.
No.
Oh, Greed taken out there. JP is going to go down here. If he does not dash away, all right, EJ just chooses not to commit. Raflesia is in trouble. Oh. Now the Lord is free. Now the Lord is free. And Man, there's such a small window here for Sunsparks to even survive and defend.
And Kilowatt is gonna get taken out too. 20 seconds until Greed joins the fight. I feel like this is gonna be it. We might have a tie series here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice ejection onto Rebo to keep it safe.
Immortality popped. JP, few, surviving, but just by a little.
The
Felt
minions.
easy. There is minions.
There are minions, and there is going to be a tie series.
Again, this is 1-1 in a best of 5. Congratulations to Bren Esports. All right. A lot proven to have fallen off in the 1-3-1 realm, but right here, it might just be the amount of burst damage that could really just take this lineup just all the way there. All right, so that is going to be the Granger with the Purify. So obviously they do not want to get slowed down and stunned by the Valir, knocked up by EJ, and Rebo with the Falling Star Moon. Even if he does jump onto JP, he could survive. So that's a thought.
It's a thought that we will have to ponder as Kilowash goes for the German card. Very wunderbar, if I do say so myself. But he's going to be paying the price. Oh, he's not going to be paying the price. Because
Nope.
he takes down Raflesia.
No price to be paid. Kilowatt said, I'll take it for free 99. Oh, but he was quite sour, Nomad. He was so sour. And he dies to the Valir up top. Lusty gets a kill with the help of his turret. But they did score another kill, though. And that is going to be EJ in mid.
And this is Kill VJ low on HP against a Rebo. He's going to survive that. But early 2 kills here. By Sunsparks. We're looking good so far, but this is how the game was during game number 2. They had the lead, but then they eventually lost it with Brent Esports out macroing them. I think Sunsparks needs to go and out macro Brent Esports themselves.
Or manage to keep hold of what advantage they have. They are the beatdown. We know that now. It's defined here, especially with the early start. And their heroes are stronger in the early game too. So you want to be able to fight right now, especially when Cartesi cannot just yet. So Sunsparks, get the memo. You are the beatdown. So pick the fights while you can.
They're trying to look for the fights too. And speaking of looking for fights, they do look for the fight. Raflesia jumps in, but just exits there in that fight.
Yeah, Repletion did not have the links just yet, so I'm guessing he was just playing on deceptions, like scaring the members of Brenny Sports. Like, oh, does he have it? They're gonna get us. But oh, look at this, Death Bush up top.
Oh, nice jump. Raflesia's paying the price for that.
Okay, that was a really thin presence from Sunsparks, meaning there were very few of them. No pun intended, but it was just Greed, Raflesia, and JP, and they just tore through Raflesia. Oh, KLVJ though gonna come in with the last sanity.
Nice steal.
Blowing up the orange buff, nice, but yeah, Rebo's gonna take it back. Oh wait, where'd it go?
Disappeared.
Oh, okay. All right, so at least that's fine. It's better that way. Oh, Greed stuns Few. Few, that's 4 members and still getting away. Wow, the power of consecration.
I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like a good trade losing your. Yeah, you got the buff away from Rebo or for Cartesi, but that's still a kill going to the hands of Rebo, and Rebo on the Esmeralda is, I wouldn't say godlike, but really good on that Esmeralda. Give him that edge, he's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. That was a bad decision from Kiel, but it's better than nothing, right? I think he caught himself in that situation a little too late. But look at this. JP gonna rain down the Sonata onto EJ, missing that last one. An arrow by Greed hits EJ, but there's no follow through. He's too far off. Kiel with the stakes, not gonna get anyone. Last insanity into the back with Lusty biting the dust. Greed gets the final touch and the kill. Now Rebo Being
nice
rained down
rage.
upon by JP with the bullets. Raflesia gets the kill at the Caltesi. Oh, how wonderful would that be? It's the carry going down. No pun intended. It actually is the carry, the core. And Ribo gonna follow soon. Few, a little too late to the party. Hey guys, what's up? Is there anything going on here? He jumps in onto Greed. And JP is gonna make sure that he knows he's not invited. And they're gonna rain down on this turret. Taking it out. Nice conversion here. Few, lucky to walk away with his life.
Very, very lucky. He would have died down there. And looking at how the gold is happening right now, very comfortable here. JP is having 1,000 gold ahead of this carry. But I fear that there is going to be a drop in JP's performance here, because carry would be able to, as long as carry manages to secure a 10k gold, carry should be able to outscale JP for that matter. But
Oh, for sure.
Sunsparks needs to keep this pressure on. They're gonna
Yeah.
secure this. That they want to
Yeah.
end this as fast as they can, because they recognize that carry is a threat in the late game.
Yeah, unlike one of your favorite superhero films, Sunsparks here needs to understand that they're in the mid game now, and this is where they're strongest. The mid game, right? When JP has just the right amount of items, wherein their rotations are good, they're not pushed in all the way, they can snowball from here, and target prioritization, a little off here. Raflesia taken out first kill VJ using the last insanity as a retreat, and that is going to be multiple buffs going onto Sunspark's side, plus a turtle amongst them, and that's the best that they can do in such a situation. But man, how salty would you be if you could not finish off these two turrets in mid and bot? Ugh.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. They're one hit from any minion that decides to push up, you know. And all things considered, that just allows Sunsparks to just focus their attention elsewhere in the map for now. Probably potentially the top side. Rage, nice flicker out by Greed. Not gonna get connected. There goes the Falling Star, but not catching anybody. There goes a good Fatal Links as well. Lusty almost goes down. The last bullet's not gonna be up. Raw. There goes the Rhapsody to secure the kill. And this is now Sunsparks pushing the advantage here. Arrow's not gonna be connecting onto anybody. Kilowatt still in the follow, but is going to be disengaging.
Caltese here, he has his orange buff. JP and Raflesia gonna follow through. Oh, Caltese is scared. He has shorter range compared to other marksmen like Kimmy. So even Granger. There you go. They finally finished the job, mid and bottom. Man, I hate it whenever I try to push a lane and I don't finish it. But at least there you go. Kilowatt able to bring a minion wave in there. Oh, EJ jumping onto Kilowatt. Kilowatt, can he still pop the Cuttered Inferno?
He can.
Oh, he's surviving. Here we go. He did it. That orange minion, that orange buff is going to be threatened. Lusty goes down. JP gets the kill. EJ up next. And up top, look, Kel VJ's just working. Look at Kel. He's just clearing the waves, and Rebo has to answer. He's forcing Rebo.
He's low though. So that's the attention away from the team, and that's gonna be JP secondary to kill out the Carltese. Top bot lane turret is gonna go down. It's just gonna be Rebo on his own.
Rebo, come home.
They can
Rebo,
end
go
this. They
home.
can end this from
Rebo,
now.
go home. He needs to defend. Rebo, go home. Rebo, phone home. Oh, I think this is it. Nomad, this might just be it. Oh, we're gonna see Game 4 so much sooner as Sunsparks goes ahead and takes game number 3. 2-1 is our current score here in the Mytel International Championships Grand. Kilowatt on the Masha though, that's gonna prove reliable. I actually enjoy that.
It's the execute Masha too.
Not Inspire. We saw an Inspire Masha earlier this week and it worked.
All troops deployed.
And
They're gonna go for the cut.
yeah, Kilowatt can regenerate himself. He's faster
Oh.
on the push, and they're gonna spot out few. HP's dropping low, bouncing ball. Try to
Flicker
deny-
bouncing ball. It's the FB.
Yeah, it
Nice
is the
cut.
FB.
Oh, okay. Right. Maybe if EJ and Few were not there, maybe it was just one of them. Kilowatt would have committed to this, but wait, round 2, how about it?
Oh, flicker by Greed. They're going for it.
All right.
Abyssal arrow is
Where's the
available.
arrow? He went for the traps first.
Ooh,
All right.
Very aggressive.
Yeah,
Aggressive
way
team.
too aggressive. Ascaltese secures his own purple and steals Sunspark's orange, but Sunspark's not gonna be able to mirror here as Lusty and EJ guard the orange with their life. Oh no. What's it gonna be for JP? Oh, nope. What's it gonna be like for JP, man? JP has no orange. He has a purple though. And he has the Little Wanderer.
It's
Oh wait,
it's,
did Little Wanderer even spawn yet?
it did. I think. Yeah, it did.
Alright. Ugh. That's a level 4 Lusty. Level 4 JP. Huh, I guess they're still at about equal. That's fine.
Speaking of equal here, Kilowash, Masha isn't nice. Disabled there. Nice disarm.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be able
Well
to fight,
placed.
but didn't really go for the trades. Could have went for a good trade there because that's a solid 2 seconds of him Few not being able to fight back. And as I say that, fighting back is what's happening here as a 3v3 happens, a 4v3 actually happens on the bot side, and Sunspark still manages to make it out alive.
Oh, JP was so important for him to not die there, and he manages to escape. Greed, though, gonna try to pin down Few. Where's the arrow?
It
Goes in
just got
with
committed.
the dive. All right, Kilowash gonna heal up. Still does not have the thunderclap. Oh, but Greed draws first blood. Nice. They put so much pressure onto Few, and he finally cracks.
Finally, the cracks begin to show here for Brent Esports, but still too early in the game. You can still get somebody to cement over the cracks that are showing as Rebo tries to prevent this tier 1 turret from going down. Turtle is going to be spawning in about 7 seconds, so that's something that they need to take in consideration.
Swift boots now onto JP. Again, do note, our cores have yet to fall, but I'll give the advantage here to Carlteasy at least until JP is able to farm up a decent amount. First time JP is going to be tasting the orange buff.
Arrow not
Breath of fresh air. Yeah. Oh, wait. Carlteasy might be able to secure this turtle. Hold up.
Secured by Carlteasy indeed. That's going to be the fight there. The heart guard, the hearts are shaking here for Greed. Didn't really need to go for the heart guard, but that still added security for them as he secured a turtle and 2 members down on the side of Sunsparks.
Man, that sucks. 2 kills and a turtle. And of course, JP is the one who falls. Ejector onto Kilowash. Oh, nice jump here by Raflesia. Revitalized dropped by Kiel. And it's so interesting to see the king on a tank. I don't think we've ever seen that even in the MPL PH, nor the regular season, nor any other tournament we've casted with them in it. This is so new.
Yeah, even when Kiel VJ was rolling with Brent No Limit during Season 3, Kiel VJ was running on a thumbs.
Core.
He was
always core.
He was always core, or he was side lane, but not a tank.
All right. Well, with that being said, Brent Esports here, they seem to know and understand that they are the beatdown. And yeah, Carlteasy here, he feels it despite not having any kills. He is on a killing spree. So, ladies and gentlemen, those who have an assassin emblem, killing spree is doing it. I've seen it more than once in this tournament, and it's working.
This is Lusty.
Lusty though.
That'll
I mean,
go
that's 3 members. JP finally gets a kill. That's 3 members.
Carlteasy.
They sacrifices Lusty.
Yeah.
They sacrificed Lusty. So, fine.
As long as it's not JP falling down. That's the important thing here. If you're a Sunsparks, just as long as JP is up, able to farm up, you'll be good. There is the win conditions are still possible here for Sunsparks.
So far, the reason why I feel okay with this Masha is because, to be honest, Sunsparks draft here, it's nothing fancy, all right? The only thing that really makes it feel special is the Masha. And again, for very good reason, because they choked out Kilowash's hero choices. So with that being said, wow, there's an ejector onto Greed. Greed gonna go down. Rebo committing the last insanity, gonna burst into KLVJ's. Oh, nice steal here by the Championship Kufra, and the Poison's gonna help take down the life bars of Brent Esports. JP knocks out Lusty. Rebo gonna back out. Raflesia, all the smarter, gonna disengage and go for the recall. Kilowash though, up top. dueling against Few. This is a fight as old as time. The offlaners, two big ladies, just one a dancer, the other one from the snow. Kilowash might have to take his own life here.
No,
Oh,
he
he
managed
gets
to
the heal.
regenerate. He gets the heal just in time. On.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was smart timing from Kilowash. And he'll manage to make it out there.
Outplayed, and he still wants to pick a fight because Greed is here. Can Greed throw out an arrow to stop this recall? All right, Raflesia knocking up Lusty. Lusty goes ahead and throws Raflesia into the turret. Greed drops the trap, misses the arrow. Off cam, JP goes down. It's Rebo with the kill. Carteezy with EJ inside of him. This is the Heart Guard committed. Carteezy, though, does not have the Blades of Tempest any longer, or Tempest of Blades. So this is going to be a Bren attack here. That's 4 of them.
Man.
Yeah, there's not much Sunsparks can do here to defend.
Kilowash-
JP's out.
Kilowash has the Demon Hunter Sword. We will be expecting a Scarlet Phantom being picked up quite shortly, or a Corrosion Sight, which would help Kilowash later on with the duels against Few. Nice arrow onto Few, speaking of. And this is Sunsparks now taking advantage of their man advantage here. Lusty is nowhere in sight. They're pushing it forward. Carltese is going to be forced to use the Tempest of Blades. Gets the stun! Kill VJ! Kilowash following through, goes for the Thunderclap.
Thunderclap execute!
And Rebo might be next in line here. Manages to pop the Immortality. Kill VJ is going to pay the price, but the price is worth it.
The price is right. They went all the way in, but they failed to convert. Save for maybe this free turtle on the Kilowash, but Few here. I don't think he'll let that happen. Not so free. Oh, yep. There you go. It's on JP. JP gonna burst down Lusty. Lusty not gonna be long for this world.
Only a matter of time, man. Before we find out if the late game is going to be secured. Looking at how the equipment is going, JP well ahead of Carltese, but it's only by a couple of hundred. It's still looking good for JP. He can comfortably go into the late game without any problems. That is going to be JP securing the kill onto Rebo as well. Pushing forward here. And securing the bottom lane. Kilowash watching as a Few tries to get a good read of where it is. And Sunsparks, they will be equalizing the push here. Carltese is just going to be pushing her in the top lane. Bottom lane is going to be traded out by JP. Complete mirror. And Carltese is going to be completely surrounded here. Nonetheless, he manages to get up. Nice Abyssal Arrow. Carltese next in line. They're fighting. Kill VJ. There goes the Heart Guard onto Carltese. Didn't need to go for that actually. As Sunsparks, they're applying a lot of pressure in this game. They are applying a lot of pressure as Rebo gets caught by the Rage. JP gets the killing spree onto Rebo. They get the stun too as well onto Lusty EJ. Few. They're doing what they can to protect Lusty here. They're doing what they can to protect this mid lane turret. There goes the revenge onto Carltese as well to secure the kill. Mid lane turret is without a doubt gonna be going down. And there goes a pause. Ling is not a huge factor here for Sunsparks as they try and mount an offense here by securing the Lord and making it push towards the mid lane. Top lane needs to be pushed out though. If you are Sunsparks, they need to make sure that it connects. And then Leo, with the way that things are going here for Bren Esports, how do you think they will be able to bounce back?
Jerome, my dude, sorry, power interruption, but we're back. And you're asking me how they're going to get back? Is possibly, well, off of what Kilowatch is doing right here, right now. With that, plus the push down bottom, I think those are their tickets to winning. But oh my god, I forgot about JP. 6-2-1. Brenny Sports, they were in such a lead earlier before I had my unfortunate bounce out, but now it seems like it's the other way around.
It's completely the other way around because JP was just able to dish out a lot of damage here earlier on. Top lane is going to finally be pushed off. There goes the penetration. Lord doing his job. The Lord is doing his work.
This
Doing the Lord's work. And this is Sunsparks winning this Best of 5 series against Bren Esports.
Your inaugural Mytel International Champions, ladies and gentlemen, Series 1 of 2020, Sunsparks, right here, ending the game in under 12 minutes off the back of